rock and roll.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the Amazing Super Chris. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had a really good weekend. It was busy, stupid busy, just doing stuff. I was, the Ritalin has just really been kicking me into gear, and I've been doing stuff. You'll see in just a second because I've got something for you this morning. You early birds who arrive early get a treat this morning. As we have there's been looking. Father Flanagan has been looking for some financing for some of his products, and he was recently seeking out some financing for his holy halos. And I just want you to enjoy. Check it out. Peep this. Where is it? There it is. Next up in the bark bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle and maybe a few unholy loopholes. Hi, Barks. Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable. But every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in. Lets you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck, if you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt, no more awkward "I'm saving myself for marriage" speeches. With Holy Halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be, but soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and a cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father, we're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle, 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% works for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second, our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the Fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, your poetry.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, Your Hiney. Would there be anything else?
He may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes: conservative, medium, and liberal.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I've still got a tiny little bit of work to do. I thought I was actually done with it. And then as I was listening to it this morning, just before the show, I was listening to it and I was like, oh no. When I put the background music, I put it on to test at the very beginning. I just left it there and didn't think nothing about it. And then as I edited the thing, the background music just kind of got cut and moved and cut and moved. So, but I'm going to fix that and some other things, just a few other little things. What'd you think?
I thought that was epic.
Awesome.
I loved it. I giggled out loud a few times.
Awesome sauce. I'm glad. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got more coming. The evil one has made a couple of suggestions, and you know, there's a couple of special holidays coming up. You know, Halloween, of course.
Right.
So stuff like that. Rainbow Ash says, Chris, you're getting really good at editing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It took a lot of work. I work against myself sometimes a lot. But I learned a lot. Next time it'll be easier and it'll look even better. So, and I'm getting a new video card today that will make my life so much easier.
Oh, okay, fancy.
Yes. You know, sitting here editing, working, and you move a little clip from here to here, and you got this big project, and there's a lot of things going on. You move this clip from here to here, and then you go to do something else, but the clip is stuck to your mouse, right? Because the program's kind of frozen, and now you've moved your mouse and you've let off the clip, and you have no idea where that clip is going to drop, you know? And it's very frustrating.
I hate that. Oh, that is like the worst. Or just like plops it somewhere and then it, you know, pushes all the other stuff down, like the music, the overlays. Like, I don't know how many times I've watched a video back, like after I've posted it and gone, wait a minute, there's like a whole portion where I said something that is no longer there, and I know I said it because I accidentally just erased it and I didn't catch it.
Yep. That's true. I do it. I've done it. I do it. I've done it. What happens to me is I'll go along and I'll clip it out for continuity, you know, make sure all the mistakes are out. And then I'll start at the beginning and I'll just go back and start cutting the breaths. And I'll like cut this breath and I'll just grab this clip here and I'll move it to the right, work on my thing, move that clip back. When I did that, I actually covered up half of a different clip and now it's gone. Yeah. So it's been a lot of learning curve.
But you did great. You should be proud. You should be proud of yourself because your editing skills are increasingly, like, exponentially getting better. Like every video that comes out.
Thank you. Yes, it's a lot of fun, and I tell you, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of freaking work. As you know, we'll watch it again before the you know, here in a little bit we'll watch it again. But man, I tell you, you know, getting the dogs to participate, they were rough. Good morning, Deviant Outcast. Damn, just not on time. I need to go back and watch it because I came in right at the end. Yeah, good morning, Deviant Outcast. You missed it. Steve C., how are you doing this morning? I hope you had a great weekend. Brent A. is here. Really is here. Amber, good morning. Amber, I hope you enjoyed the commercial, the new, actually, that's first episode of Bark Bank. Right, like Shark Tank. Come on, people, give it to me. Applause.
Yes,
not you. I mean,
we should
you know,
discuss
everybody.
that. That was super cool. I love that part.
So I'm going to Joe is here. I'm gonna work on that a little bit more, and then I'm gonna upload it to the internet and put it on the internet. You know, my parody commercials and the funny shit just 30 views. 30 views, it'll have like 20 likes, and it'll have a better like ratio and watch ratio than anything, but for some reason they just don't get there. That's all right. It was fun. They're for the show, really, for my peeps here.
Yeah, we love it.
Good morning, Rainbow Ash. Rainbow Ash is getting to watch the show this morning, getting to join us in person en partie this morning, and look at the trees. Goodness. Joe, the Kentucky Atheist, is here. Good morning, Joe. We have a new commercial, a couple of them actually that you haven't seen. So if you hang out long enough, you get to see one of our new commercials here in a little bit. Rainbow says, I wish it was a rainbow curved the other way so it looked better at the end. There you go. Interesting. So Ryan, did you have a good weekend? Did you sin a lot? Blaspheme?
I didn't do as much sinning as I would like, but enough. I sinned enough that Jesus would be proud. Like he would feel that the sacrifice was worth it. So.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want him feeling out, yeah.
But he does not want that to be in vain. He's counting on me to pull some weight around here.
Right.
Go hard.
That's a lot of effort.
Go home.
That's a lot of effort. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He went through a lot though for us to just sit around not earning it. So I get that.
Yeah. So this week he probably was a little disappointed, but I'll get him next weekend.
Gotcha. Well, you've seen you saw what I did on the weekend.
That must have ate up your entire weekend.
Yeah. And you remember I told you last week we were talking about I'd recorded some stuff and I had to re-record it because I wasn't happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I had to re-record. It was me talking to the dogs,
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of work. But like I said, I learned a lot.
That's good.
Let's see here. But I guess otherwise, that was pretty much, that was all I did. Now I don't even have a video to get ready for tomorrow. But like I said, I'm getting, a new video card. So that'll make all this stuff easier.
Time down. Yeah. Exactly.
It really will. Yeah. So let me see what else is going on here. Secular feelingness. If you don't sin, Jesus was temporarily inconvenienced for nothing.
It's rude.
Nothing. Yeah. It's rude. I've got these commenters who come into my comments on my video. The one like, Jesus wasn't sacrificed for you. Mm-hmm. And that really does bother them. It triggers our friends, the Christian people, for some reason. They do like to comment upon that video. And they're usually like, I could disprove every one of your points, but I'm not going to. Why don't you?
Yeah, why don't? That's my problem. Is I'll get the same type of commenter who will just say something like, "Oh, you're stupid. That's not the truth." I'm like,
right. ...
waiting for the truth, waiting for your scripture to back that up, because I provided the scripture. We always provide scriptures in our videos, but rarely do I get someone commenting back with a rebuttal.
It's kind of funny. Part of the reason why is because in the Bible, there are a lot of scriptures that are like, scripture, blah, 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 extremely horrible thing. That's very common in the Bible. What's not common in the Bible is scripture, very reasonable, loving thing. There's just not as many of those for them to reference. And that's why they don't quote scripture, because anytime they do quote scripture, it's bad. It's bad.
True that.
They don't even see that though. Sometimes the whole, you've seen me go up on the John 3:16 thing.
Mm-hmm.
They love John 3:16, but they don't know John 3:17 kind of undoes what John 3:16.
Stipulations.
Right.
They don't want to see the context.
They're like, Jesus loves you. It says so right here. No, it does not.
Don't read the fine print.
It's really what it kind of says is it says God loves the earth, not the people on the earth so much so that he gave his only begotten son, so that those who believe in the son, only those who believe in the son, will go to that earth that it really likes. It doesn't include me and you. We are not on that list. For God so loved the world, not all the people of man, not for God so loved mankind. Not for God so loved humanity.
Oof.
Right? It's for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that those who believe in him should be saved. So really, it doesn't, that's a really bad example. They just don't understand it.
Oof. And he loves the world, right? But he did kind of ruin it and flood it, destroy everything.
He really did. He did.
But that's God's love.
But he created us in his image, and yet we are wicked and sinful from the beginning. We fall at every opportunity to fall, right? So what does that say about God?
A lot.
I'm just saying, a lot. It really does.
A lot.
You know, oh, hey, something made a noise.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, okay, cool.
Bing bong.
Yeah, distraction. Yes. So was God worldly? Was God evil? I don't know. I gotta think that God, I mean, really, they're like no good examples. People who are heroes in the Bible will be, to us as we read them, they will be horrific people.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be going through the land of the Jews, the Israelites. They'll be going through the land of the Israelites, an Israelite themselves, and go, oh, we can't stop at that city. That's the Benjamite Israelites. They're bad people. These people are bad people. These people, everybody in the Old Testament is horrific. The heroes of the Old, David, all of them, they are horrific. And everybody that they consider horrific is even worse. I mean,
that's the problem with the Yahweebs, as Dade calls them.
Oh, Dade.
Every Yahweeb has their own Yahweeb system, own Yahweeb cult, specific way it got to be done.
And
heretics. Yeah, and their next door neighbor Yahweeb, worshiping the same God, is still like deplorables to them.
Yes,
because they're not doing it right. I mean, right. I've said before how the reforms of Josiah, he erased what Moses had put into the temple, allegedly, because I don't believe he existed. But it, you know, if any of that reform is true, like if some of that story is true, and he did take out idols from the temple or whatnot and destroy them, and destroy other temple artifacts and temples themselves, etc. Yeah, in my opinion, I think Josiah, if Moses was there alive, that would have been a brawl. It would have been like the Yahwists who fought the Baals, those worshipers. They equivocate them the same. It's all synonymous to them. If it's not my way, if it's not Yahweh, it's the highway.
Yeah, it's interesting how this story didn't go, the Yahwists and the Baalists sat down and ate turkey together and played video games and had a really good time, exchanged wives, and then they went on. It doesn't say that, does it? It's always murder, death, kill, blood, 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 blood. Always blood. It's always blood. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
And I feel like, and I know you've said it before, a majority of Christians aren't even familiar with a lot of the old OT stuff.
They are so not. And well, they like to separate themselves from the OT stuff.
They do.
They do. And that's a reflection on how horrific the OT stuff is. But then whenever they go that Jesus is somehow, you know my feelings on this. We've talked about this many times. Jesus is nothing more than a bouncer. He's a bouncer to protect you from the evil God monster and let you into the place, you know. It's almost like the evil God monster is the alligator in the moat, and Jesus is the guy letting you into the gate, into the thing. So he determines whether you fall in the moat or not and get eaten by the alligator and sent to hell place, or whether or not you get to go to the real hell, which is heaven.
Worse.
I know, right? That's why they had to make hell sound so bad, you know, on fire. Yeah, not for just a little while either, dude. For like 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes. For like an hour. No, dude, no, forever. Really? Fuck that. Yeah. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Have you been burnt? Oh, you know, I'll be defiant until I burn my finger on the stove. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Ouch.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. But yeah, so those of you who just got here rocking up, John Fabiano, thank you for joining us this morning. We actually have a new, it's actually a new episode. It's an episode of the Bark Bank, which is sort of like Shark Tank, but it's got my dogs. It's the Bark Bank. And so you're going to get to see us an episode of the Bark Bank here in about, less than 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes. We're going to get to see the first episode of the Bark Bank. And so I'm excited about that. And of course, what we'll do here sometime, and maybe we'll show that other one too, because we got that other new one too. I'm really still proud of the conversion, not the conversion Bible. What the hell is it called?
The
Postmortem.
Postmortem, yes, postmortem.
Yeah, the post. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen that because I just wrung the hell out of that last week. But I'm gonna play it again here. Good morning, Jester. It has been 2 days. Some people have forgotten. It's really enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy watching them. Good morning, Jester. Thank you for joining us. Let me catch up here. I do want to check our poll. The question of the day relates to the thing, we got the commercial, the Bark Bank, the parody Bark Bank. And so the poll of the day, the question of the day is, if there were a heaven and it weren't the absolute horror described in the Bible, would animals be allowed in? And then the options are animals don't deserve being stuck with the God creature. That one's running 50% with all dogs go to heaven, of course. So, all animals don't deserve being stuck with the God creatures actually winning now, 53%. Heresy, no dogs in heaven, slay all those who try to put dogs in heaven. I see we don't have any Muslims on my poll today. And then, of course, all or none. Apparently Muhammad didn't like dogs. He didn't like dogs.
Oh, he didn't like dogs?
No, he did not like dogs.
Was that a thing back in the day? Like back in the day, like people had a thing against dogs?
In some places. Yeah, some places.
Because it seems like a common name to call somebody, like if you don't like them, is like a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And
yeah,
I like dogs.
I think
don't call people dogs. I like dogs.
That's true.
Dogs don't deserve that.
That's true. Dogs are wonderful.
Dogs.
That's the whole thing. Well, yeah, that is true. That is offensive to dogs. Here's the thing: dogs happily live as bottom feeders in our society. They have no shame about going, "Oh, did you drop that on the floor?" Right? I mean, right? They have no problem. That's
I got that in orange.
That's their role in life. So whenever you compare a person to someone like that, I can get the insult. Now, the dog, of course, is like, I don't care. I got the bacon.
Right. I'm eating.
Dogs are awesome. Stardust Lilith, thank you for joining us this morning. Hang out for just a few minutes if you like dogs, and you'll see something. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be here in just a few minutes. We got about 5 minutes or so, and we'll run the thing. Matter of fact, for those of you who have not seen our commercial before that, because we do these parodies, I'll go ahead and run that now, so we can giggle about that for just a moment before we get to the Bark Bank, the first episode of Bark Bank. So here, let's check out this one right here. Boop.
Do you have a loved one who's on their deathbed, but they've yet to give themselves up to the Lord?
Are you sure you don't want to come to Jesus?
No.
This is your final chance.
No.
Worried they're headed to the fiery pits of hell.
Your very last chance.
No. I've been wicked and sinful. I deserve to burn in the hot place.
As you wish. Farewell, my heathen husband.
Farewell, my...
Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of post-mortem baptismal kits. No more worries about being miserable alone forever. Be a good Christian and share that eternal pain and suffering with the ones you love.
I'm in hell. Not as hot as I thought it'd be. Kind of feels like Houston, minus the humidity. Hello. My favorite drink crafted to perfection. Ooh, and some dank ass weed.
I can't bear to be down on my face chanting, holy, holy, holy is the Lord, every day, all day, for all eternity, by myself.
Wow, is that George Carlin? And Alan Turing, look at that. Carl say, oh, I am so honored. You've been my hero since I was a kid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing here? Oh, I get it. I get it. Schrodinger's heathen. Very cute, you. Very cute. That's fantastic. Oh, what is that? What is? It's holy water. Oh, it burns. No, this isn't where I want to be. Pabst Blue Ribbon and a Marlboro? No!
Father Flanagan's post-mortem baptismal kit. Dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved.
Is that the Pope and John Paul? Jim Jones and Jimmy Swaggart, huh? I could see that coming. Neil deGrasse, what are you doing? Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Thanks, Father Flanagan.
Damn them to an eternity in heaven for only $59.99. They wouldn't appreciate it, but you'll feel better, and that's the point, isn't it? Get yours now. Your heathen loved one's time is running out.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. This is some bullshit. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. All right, we are back. Guys, I forgot to... The evil one actually noticed it and pointed it out to me that Muttley hooked us up with a £2 super chat during the first commercial, saying it was awesome. Thank you very much, Muttley, for the £2 super chat. You are our hero. Muttley! And I made a note. I want to tell you something, guys. So here in a second, do you notice in that other commercial we did for the baptism kit, we did the dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved thing?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. You're sick. You know that.
We almost did we did the holy halos in the holy halos and holy halos. We almost did something similar.
Oh, did you?
Kid tested, priest approved. but the evil one said that was too dark. That we could not go there.
Tell the evil one that I appreciate her.
All right, people, thank you for being here this morning. I hope
was appreciated.
Yeah, sometimes he's up on the throttle, boy. Sometimes I don't know my indoor voice. I got to use my indoor voice. Okay, people.
Yes.
So I hope you enjoyed that one. But we have the first episode of the Bark Bank. I'm sure you've heard of the Shark Tank. We are working up here in our own studio, doing what do you call it? A pilot episode. And let's see how it goes. Let me know what you think, maybe with a thumbs up or some business, of the Holy Halos. Bark Bank.
Do you have an atheist friend or family member who's a good person and you don't want to see them end up in hell? But now they're on their deathbed. Time is running out. They've been there for you and now you want to be there for them. But how can you save them from your all-loving, forgiving God and its eternal lake of fire? Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. No more worries of loved ones meeting their resolution without absolution. Now you too can flourish your faith on the weak and helpless in their final moments. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles are designed specifically for the weak and infirmed. Extra large type for failing eyes seeing their last. Deluxe editions come complete with a post-mortem Mother Teresa would have approved baptismal kit. Also available in heathen and heretic versions. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. Coming to a Walmart near you.
Okay, so I hit the wrong button, guys. I apologize. That was an atheist death, which is also a new commercial. That's new as well. But here's the Holy Halos. Let me know what you think. For reals this time. Thumbs up if you dig it. Boop. And Dade, I hope Dade is still here. And Joe the Kentucky atheist.
Next up in the Bark Bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle and maybe a few unholy loopholes.
Hi, Barks. Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable. But every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in.
Let you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck.
If you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically, they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt. No more awkward "I'm saving myself for marriage" speeches. With holy halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes, yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be. But soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and a cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father. We're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle, 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% works for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second. Our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the Fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, your Pope.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, your hiney. Would there be anything else?
He may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes: conservative, medium, and liberal. All right. That's fun.
Spiritually thick.
And spiritually thick, right? Another Academy Award. I know. Bailey really kind of rocks. She has a minimal part in there. You know, she doesn't have the huge part she normally plays. But, you know, Bailey feels there are no small parts, just small actors, you know. Really asks, do you actually own that outfit? Yes. Yes, I do actually own the outfit. I got to be honest, the evil one, you know, guys, in my life, I'm just kind of this person that half-asses damn near everything, but the evil one is not. We are opposites in certain ways that make life wonderful, at least for me, maybe not for her. but you know, like she went, I want to use the term balls deep on the priest costume. Yeah, it's good. It's decent. She even cinched up the little belt for me and all that stuff. Yes, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Size it up a little bit for you.
Yes, you know, when society collapses and we have to resort to like weird, mocky, underground resistance kind of stuff, I'll get to pretend to be a priest and sneak into places.
That's a great idea. Or just start your own rebellion like Jesus.
Ooh, my own religion. Ooh, I dig it. You can all be Christians.
Christians. You have to say it like Dade does, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Dade. Thank you for joining us. Stardust Lilith. What did you think? I have a peanut nun one. Wore it when I was just pregnant with my second. Interesting. And that's one of the things you saw, the little costumes for my dogs. If you have anything similar, we can get Peanut involved in some of these as well.
Ooh.
Peanuts. 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 Your dog? What's your dog's name? That's your dog's name, right?
Who?
Your dog.
Oh, my
what's
dog?
Your dog? Yes, what's your dog's name?
Pickles?
Pickles. Damn it, I was close. I was thinking Peanuts, right? Pickles. Damn it. Pickles. Yes, we need to get.
I'm sorry, Peanuts. I thought you were talking to Stardust Lilith or something like in the chat, like about her dog. Like,
yeah, I thought I was having a stroke. I'm like, this is what what universe are we in? Yeah, so the evil one, not only did she get my costume, she got all the costumes for the dogs. And it kind of went like, I'm thinking about doing this thing with the dogs. And she's like, oh, really? Well, let me spend lots of money buying this. I was like, oh, I was just kind of an idea. She's like, no, it's too late. And she really kind of, she even got like a little dresser that she keeps all their crap in. And yeah, it's going to be good. We got more stuff coming. So
role playing
as well. There's that.
You guys like to role play.
Yeah, I get to wear the horns. We need a better pickles emote. We do. I thought we do have a pickles emote. Don't we have a pickles emote? I mean, a real pickles.
Well,
emote.
that one, I think we just have that one so far, don't we? Or did you? No, I don't think you.
I thought we had a pickles emote. Do we not? Yeah, we got a pickles emote. Yeah. It's pickles. Boop, 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 boop. Right there. It's the one you sent me. It's the first one you sent me.
Yeah. I just thought you were going to update it at some point.
Yes. I didn't have the riddling back then. No, yeah, I remember as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to do that, wasn't I? So, anyway, Ghost for you. Good morning. Ghost Slaps for you. Good morning. Hope you're. Ghost lisps for you. I don't get it. Ghosts lisp for you.
Huh?
I'm not getting it. I'm not sounded out. Somebody sounded out for me. I'm slow this morning. Good morning, Ghost. I hope you're doing great. Misinterpretations. Is Misinterpretations here? Good morning, Misinterpretations. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, we do have some plans for the Halloween stuff. Looking forward to that all over the place. Let me check my poll here and see what people said.
I can't wait I'm gonna dress up for the whole week.
Are you? Oh, I'm down. Do you remember my Christmas in Hell commercial?
I don't know if I do.
I'll tell you what, I'll play that here in just a second. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna do a new one, right? I mean, you'll see, this is kind of, you should have seen back, if you'd have seen the Daily Atheist Morning Show 5 or 6 years ago, you'd have seen where all this was coming from. Let me go here and see if it's in here. Christmas in Hell. There we go. Check this out. If you can hear the commercial, let me know when you're ready to be able to hear. Focus, woman, focus. Ready? Okay, here we go.
Hello all, Chris Mallard here, atheist extraordinaire, host of the Daily Atheist Morning Show, and currently burning in hell. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm not dead. I'm just down here for the annual Christmas party. I mean, annual solstice awards party. The Dark One, or Lucy as he is affectionately known, is personally handing out the awards. Aaron Ra is getting the award for the most souls brought down by evolution for his African fossil hunt, and Matt Dillahunty has won the Golden Phallus Award for being a dick to the most Christians. Oh wait. It's the Golden Fallacy Award for the confusing the most Christians. Easy mistake to make. To top it off, Seth Andrews has lent his voice to the Gregorian chants this year. It's delightfully hellish. Gotta run. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, if you're into that sort of thing, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I mean, a happy holidays, happy solstice, and a happy new year. Stay safe, heathens. Party hard, fornicate, that sort of thing, but do it safely.
Yeah. So there's that one. And I really want to update that one. I would really like to get Seth Andrews to do a Gregorian chant with me. Me and him, we could do kind of thing, you know. Just
I'd
for fun.
listen to
Kicks
it.
and giggles. Yeah, be kicks and for the commercial. Make the Christians go. Good morning, Lone Atheist. How are you doing this morning? I hope you had a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Ricardo Gomez is here. Good morning, Ricardo Gomez. Neuro Geezer. Yes, the Golden Fallacy Award. You know, I don't know if Matt Dillahunty's ever seen that or not. I just don't know. Or Seth, I doubt either one of them's seen it. I'm sure I've posted it. I'm probably Facebook friends with them or something. I don't know. I don't know if either one of them's ever seen it. I'll have to ask him one day. Send him an email or something. Send an email to Matt going, oh man, I'm gonna get, you know, yelled at by email.
Should be all caps.
Yeah. That's a great question in lowercase. And he's going to go, but you're so, and then just lied into me. That would be bad. Dark God 646 is here. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, the Golden Fallacy. So I hope you all had a wonderful, Carrie Ann Chrysler. Good morning.
Carrie.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Lone Atheist. I talked to Aaron some by email. Cool dude. I mentioned Aaron in the commercial. I don't know if you know, his African fossil hunt. I don't know, because that was just after he had done that. That tells you how long ago it's been since I did those things. Nostalgic of Aberoth. Good morning. Just lurking in the chat, and then all of a sudden, bleh. Awesome sauce. Matt is amazing. He treats Christians exactly how they should be treated. I never viewed Matt as a dick. Aaron is amazing too. You know, I gotta be honest. I'm pretty calm, cool, collected kind of outfit. You know, we're funny. We make jokes. But I get to talking to some Christians sometimes, or theists or whatever, and I really do have a hard time maintaining my calm demeanor, and it does not take a lot of effort for me to be as aggressive or similar to Matt. Well, you've seen me go off on him. That's me holding myself back. Thank you, Alberoth Dragon. Thank you for joining us. It says, good morning. Love you guys' show. We are amazing. Thank you. Hang out for a little bit. We've got new products from Father Flanagan's line of products, and we've also got the premiere episode of Barkbank. It's a lot of fun. Apostate Linda Babe, good morning. I like how you did the little curtsy move with your hands holding up the flaps of your priest outfit. Yeah. You know, I got to be honest, as I was working on the pup commercial, the one where the first one you see me do that, I was sitting there spitballing it with the evil one. If I remember right, somewhere along the way, and I said, and if I go and I curtsy, and it cracked her up, and yeah,
keeping it.
That was good. Yeah, I kept it. That was a good one. Yeah, the curtsy. Lone Atheist. I'm gonna stay as long as I can. The dispensary gets busy around 11ish. Oh, awesome! Cool job. I mean, yeah, cool.
Nice. I hope you get discounts.
Yes, that would be, yeah. But you know, discounts, I'm sure, but also you get to, you know, to know which is the best, which is what, you know. Goodness gracious, yes. Muttley Von Erich says, I believe all people should be treated with dignity and decency, regardless of who they are or what they have done, except Nazis. There really is no excuse for being abusive. Sure, get angry, but don't be abusive. See, I just kind of threw the Nazis part in there for you, Muttley. John Hudson, good morning, John. The Dia Hunty Award is just a mat.
Haunty.
Haunty. I wonder what he's going to go. Ooh, surely he wears horns and goes as the devil for. He must go as the devil for Halloween. I almost said Christmas.
I wonder if he's ever tried Jesus.
Going as a bald Jesus.
He could wear a wig.
He could wear a wig. He could. Well, what about Aaron Ra? Would he cosplay as Jesus?
Huh.
He's got like the hair and sort of a beard kind of situation going on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It would probably be easy.
Yeah.
Just get a robe or something like that.
Good thing. Mid-60s Jesus just stumbled out of a gay bar. Kind of. I dig it. Britt A. Yeah, right. Looks really nice this morning. She's always fancy. Girl, us guys, the hair is hair, and we think it's all cool.
Well,
those of us who have it. Yes. Arn, I'd like to get Arn on the show. Just have him on the show. Be fun, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What if Arn was Yahweh himself?
In the flesh.
That's a good one.
What if Yahweh was one of us? Aaron Ra.
That's good. I dig it. Deviant Outcast says I've seen a picture of a young Aaron Ra as Jesus. P.S. Aaron Ra was a freaking hunk as a young man. There you go. I'd have to, I'm sure I would really, one of the commercials I'd like to do. You've seen the X-Men movies and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's the one X-Men movie where they go back in time and they're going to try to recruit Wolverine. So a young Magneto and a young Xavier find Wolverine in a bar, and he's sitting in a bar, and they come up behind him and they go, "Are you, what's his name? I don't remember. Are you Logan?"
Oh.
And he goes, "Go fuck yourselves." And they go, "Okay." And they turn around and walk out. And he doesn't get to be part of the movie because of that. That's pretty much his only part of the movie. And I would really enjoy being able to film that with Matt Dillahunty. Where Matt Dillahunty is sitting up against the bar. Me and another atheist person we're going to go talk to him. We're like, "Hey, are you Matt Dillahunty?" And, that'd be funny. In my mind, it would be funny.
In your mind.
In my mind, yes. Only to those people who've seen the movie.
I've seen a bunch of them, but I don't know them like that.
The Shaking Fist says, "I want somebody to do comedy stuff with, but no one on YouTube is ever up for it." Yeah, I do comedy stuff.
There you go.
But I find working with other people to be difficult. As I'll say this is.
Excuse me.
I'll say no. You worked out perfectly. Excuse me. I'll go. This is what I need from you, and you give it back to me. You gave me exactly what I need. Oftentimes, though, whenever you're doing something that way and you're working with another creative, you're like, "Okay, this is what I want to do," and they're like, "Oh, but what if you did this and this?" And like, "Listen, man, I don't want to debate the whole thing with you. This is what I want to do, right?" And you didn't do that. You just gave me what I needed. That was
because I understand what it's like. You already have it in your head. You've got the shots down, and then to change it, because I'd change it my own damn self, and then I'm pissed at myself for changing a little thing, which really changed a lot of things.
Yeah. So you get me. I think you get me. That's cool. Dr. Ben said at NanoCon, we really need more humor in the atheist space. Well, I'm trying. The evil one has been very encouraging as well about the getting me to continue doing what I'm doing with the humor, the little clips. I want to do these videos. Every time I sit down and do a video on my channel, it's this serious, these are the 10 reasons why the world is going to collapse because Jesus, but that's not really my strength. My strength is in humor, and the evil one's been trying to encourage me that way for quite some time.
I think humor's just fun. I don't mind as much like when I have to watch something back like 10 times. If I found it humorous, it's not as
right.
I don't know, tedious to me. But when I'm watching just myself talk like for 20 minutes, 30 minutes straight, shut up. just shut up is what I want to say to myself.
Yeah. And here I am. I'm sitting there. It's funny you should say that. Now I've been working on the new Bark Bank, first episode of the Bark Bank. So I didn't really get time to do a video for today or tomorrow. So now I really have to pedal fast to get something out for today or tomorrow. But I'm disillusioned with the way my videos have been, even my newer ones, which are good. I dig them. They're good for what they are. They're still just like a presentation, like a safety meeting, like you'd get at a new employer, a little safety video you'd watch. Yes, don't go in there. Don't believe in this Jesus because Jesus is bad. A little slide would come across showing Jesus being bad. Wear your goggles anytime you're around Jesus. All PPP at all times.
Sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yes. Yes. If your coworker does this, sorry. Anyway,
you should do a Christian training sexual harassment video.
Gold. I like that idea. I'm just gonna Christian training video. That's good. Mormon training video. That's gold right there.
Oh, yeah. I think we could do like a whole line, like a Jehovah's Witness training.
Well, what we could do is we could do Father Flanagan engaging with these different, because he's got the line of interfaith products. So he could come up with a product like you were saying. What was it? Oh, the baptismal kit. That's really good for Mormons because they're known for post-mortem baptizing people. So he could focus on things. Just, I like it. Theoretically says in smaller channels, it's more personal and interactive for the audience. Lone Atheist, Jesus sucks. Probably don't mean that like in the good way. Lean into it, Mallard, says Jester. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. The evil one is pretty smart when she says stuff. And I found, here's the thing, usually the more I feel compelled to resist, usually the better it is for me. Like later on, whenever I'm like, I should have done what you told me to do in the first place. Usually upon reflection, it's like a curve, like a distinct line. The longer I waited and did the wrong thing, the more wrong I was, so the right thing so
your trajectory.
Sometimes now she's like, why don't you do this thing? I'm like, okay, I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I'm going to do it because you said so, because you're probably right. And I do it now because I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm not as dumb as I look.
Guidance, that's all.
Yes. We'll see. I really, though, I've got my own little Saturday Night Live little skits comedy thing going on. I'm really enjoying the hell out of it. Matter of fact, it's almost time for us to run our new Bark Bank episode for those who haven't seen it yet. We'll see. I'm really enjoying that. Sapient Cephalopod, I'm glad you made it. Lone Atheist, good to see you this morning. The Shaken Fist, John Hudson, HR has been notified. Excellent. Bomb Poppy is here. Says, I watch so much atheist content and I like Damn Network because it's completely unique. Nobody else is doing what you're doing. We definitely need more funny in the community and in the world. Bomb Poppy, from your mouth to the evil one's ears. She says that same thing, or back and vice versa, or whatever. She says the same thing. I'm the only one. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of slogging going on doing this kind of thing for so long. And it's good to hear things like that. It's good to hear things like that. But hopefully the people who watch the show get the reward of, something to enjoy. So on that note, I'm going to run our new little commercial. When we get back from our new, it's not a commercial, it's the premiere episode of the Bark Bank. When we get back from watching the Bark Bank, we will do Theocracy Watch. Do you have a Theocracy Watch this morning?
I have a Theocracy Watch.
Yeah, because it mirrors last week's.
Yeah, thankfully I heard. I just had to maneuver a few little things, but that was it.
Understood. All right, my friends, check it out. Let's see if I can do this without fat fingering the screen this time. This is our premiere episode of the Bark Bank. I'm very scared to hit the wrong button.
Next up in the Bark Bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle and maybe a few unholy loopholes.
Hi, Barks.
Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable. But every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in.
Let you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck.
If you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically, they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt. No more awkward "I'm saving myself for marriage" speeches. With Holy Halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be, but soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father. We're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle, 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% works for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second. Our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the Fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, you're Pope.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, your hiney. Would there be anything else?
He may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes: conservative, medium, and liberal.
All right, guys. So, for all you new people, therapists are standing by.
They're not the best, but
They're still in training.
they're doing their best.
And they may laugh at you, especially if you're crying. I don't know what's up with that. Not the best therapist.
I mean, they'll lick your face. Does that count for something?
They do. They will. Yeah, they will. I have an ex-girlfriend that used to do that too. It's weird. But a trip to the vet got her all fixed up.
Oy.
I'm a bad man. That's funny. Trump is about to use force to stop people from voting, and we have no effective way to respond to that. Civil discourse has been left the building, and all we have is flour and beets. That's I know. We're seeing that. That's there too. That's there too. sad as you may say. It's just kind of one of those things is what it is. All right, so what I'm going to do before we get all distracted, people are like, I love the show that you guys are all funny like this. It's a nice distraction. And then we start talking about the shit we're supposed to be distracting you from.
And then we're going to jump into Theocracy Watch where people are like, I'm going to strangle these Christians.
That's right. We have like we have a broad, very broad show. It's broad but narrow, like liberal atheist nutbaggery right here. And testicular.
Very polarizing.
Right here. Very polarizing, as long as you're a liberal left-wing nutbag. Dog sex dolls, if you will. Dog sex dolls are funny, are like more appropriate probably than the altar boys, inflatable altar boys. Anyway,
I mean, Adam would buy one.
Ooh. He would, wouldn't he? He would. He'd knock on it for a minute and then he'd be like, I named this a dog.
Have a little squeak toy.
That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button. Here we go.
You're tuned in to the Atheist Morning Show on the DAM Network. And this is Theocracy Watch. The owner of the universe isn't a god, yet his worshippers worshipped him like one, and he left a trail of devastation across multiple continents as if he were. The Kingdom of Jesus Christ Church was founded by Apollo Quiboloy in the Philippines, and he subsequently expanded his ministry to the U.S., where he was recently arrested on charges of immigration fraud, money laundering, coercion, bulk cash smuggling, forced labor, and most disgustingly, sex trafficking. Sham charities named, unironically, Children's Joy Foundation finances Quiboloy's lavish properties and lifestyle, who self-declared himself as the appointed son of God and owner of the universe. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, right, church members, mostly young women and girls between the age of 12 and 25, were forced into night duty, a coercive sexual practice framed as religious duty under a threat of eternal damnation, physical abuse, or verbal coercion. Last year, Quiboloy was arrested in the Philippines, and authorities, after a 2-week siege of his expansive compound in Davao, where his investigators found underground rooms and tunnels, which were used for sexual exploitation, others leading straight to his private jet for an expedited escape. The U.S. has filed an extradition request, but the Philippine courts have stated that Quiboloy would face local charges first. Compare that to how U.S. officials quietly let a senior Israeli cyber official facing child predator charges slip out of Las Vegas. One man is pursued across continents, while another is ushered out the back door. Sounds like a familiar biblical justice system to me. Because Quiboloy was a longtime spiritual advisor to former President Rodrigo Duterte and maintained close ties with political elites, his arrest has reignited tense debates in the Philippines over religion, alliances, and the rule of law. Every cult has its charismatic leader who persuade eager members to subject themselves to humiliating acts, ostensibly to bolster a fragile ego under the guise of doing good, much like Yahweh, who coerced his only child to die at the hands of people he hated for his own glory under the premise of satiating his anger. So what's the common denominator between Quiboloy, Jim Jones, and the rest of these self-anointed prophets? Well, they aren't anomalies, they're heirs. And that's the dirty reality of Christianity. They don't simply worship him, they emulate him. And the cycle of abuse continues to permeate from pulpit to presidency. So until next time, stay curious.
You know, what the hell is it with these people? I don't get it. And this is, I'm sure those two that you have found are not the only ones.
No, if you do a quick search, I guarantee you'll probably get pages of it that you could, normally you just stick to the first page of Google. I mean, most of us do probably, but you could go page after page and get new stories.
And it's funny how you actually found it the other day by accident.
Because I think it was Rainbow Ash or somebody told me about it, and I put what they told me into Google, and I didn't realize that the first one that came up wasn't wasn't the right one because like they had some similar names. Yeah. Well, name of the church, not the person's names, but the name of the church was similar.
Yeah. And then the circumstances were also similar.
Sex trafficking, coercion, right. Similar.
Apparently that's a thing among them.
It is. They seem to emulate those dudes in the Bible that you mentioned at the top of the show.
I know. I've gotten to the point now. We've discussed this several times. I think I've gotten to the point to where the Christians and those people who do horrific things, they're the ones following the example of the Bible. Hard to miss, really. The more you know about the Bible, the more you know these things. John Fabiano says, okay, all you damn people, I have data to input. Take care, everybody. See you later, John. Take care. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. I'm a Muslim. Christianity is childish and doesn't make sense. That's kind of funny. What about Islam? How you feel about Islam? Is that you should really feel the same way about Islam? Secular feeling is when you go far enough left, you get the guns back. That's true. I've heard that as well. Yeah. Really, now all you have to do at this point, the right has gone so far right that all you have to do is be center and you're wanting a gun.
What happened to the right, man?
Yeah, well, they went full-blown fascist. Now they're going to they're going to go after Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is going to send troops into Chicago, or talking to. I don't, he probably will. He's just looking to start this thing. Actually, it was interesting. I was watching the interwebs every now and then. I poke my head up over the weekend, and I noticed that people were saying Donald Trump hasn't been seen in 3 days. Just releasing on Truth Social or just like messages from his speaker person, but you haven't seen him personally for 3 days. I'm like, really? And there were speculations that he might have had health difficulties, but he showed up yesterday. So on a golf course. Or did he? I saw a thing later that said the people who were circulating the images of Trump on the golf course were circulating images from a month ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Je ne sais pas. But I'm hoping, dear baby Jesus. I'm not a prayer normally. So you're probably listening. If I pray, baby Jesus is listening. I'm just saying.
My fear is he'll just continue to deteriorate and they'll hide it and hide it and hide it and hide it until he is dead.
Yeah, until they can't anymore. Yeah.
They'll just be making decisions for him.
Ember says since Tuesday. I'd really like to know if that,
6 days or something he was missing.
Is he still missing, or was yesterday? Don't tease me, people. It's not nice to tease your friendly neighborhood atheist.
But wasn't he up late, like truth socialing?
Doesn't he always?
He just rambled on, and he and look, I love a good capitalization every once in a while. I do, because I yell and I think it's appropriate to sometimes just put it into capitalization. But homie just capitalizes everything.
He does.
Scream.
Yeah, he's just screaming now.
He's just screaming. He's just an old man just screaming out the window like, "Oh, are you looking at? What's that kid doing across the street? What are you doing over there?"
That's right. It gets me. It does get me. We've got a Muslim in the chat trying to start it with the Christians. Carry on. There are not a lot of Christians there, though, I don't think, this morning. Do
we have our Christians here this morning?
I don't think we have any yet this morning. The Gadfly's here. Good morning, the Gadfly. I could see MAGA wanting gun rights only for Republicans. Here's something I predicted on the show. Okay, so now once the conservatives get fully in power, what they're going to do is they're going to go after the guns because they're afraid they're going to be used against them, Second Amendment, right, to defend the oath of the Constitution. So the MAGA and Donald Trump are going to be afraid of the guns. So in defense of the children, they're going to use these school shootings to start going and sending ICE to go and seize people's guns. I'm talking like long game. This is not going to be this week, probably, next year, somewhere along in there. But yeah.
Could you imagine if they did that?
Oh yeah, I can imagine it very easily. Just like they,
Like, how would they? How would they roll that out? Just
well, it'd be
house or working with the local police. I mean, we
Yeah.
already know the ICE is working with local police, so
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. So I know at first it sounds ridiculous. At first it sounds like the logistics just aren't there. But if you were to actually throw billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars at it, like he did with ICE, I mean, he's got ICE right there to do it. He's already got the people. What do they do whenever they stop running out of immigrants to carry out? Right-wing nutbags, I guess. Gun nuts out there, the gun people. I'm just saying it's probably one on the list. That's on the list.
yeah. Next.
Yeah, I don't think it'd work very well. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen. Right. Especially if it gets worse for them, if somebody actually does Second Amendment one of the politicians. Chris, you should have Jen from the I've Had It podcast on the show. She coined the term cankles McTaco tits and is an atheist. Jen, I mean, she cankles McTaco tits.
She cracks me up.
Isn't she? She's an actress, isn't she?
I do not know. I think she's like a comedian, so maybe she has, just done acting as well.
McTaco tits. I think she's an actress, like an old school actress. Yeah, tits. Let's see if it brings her up. Not Marie Antoinette. That's probably not her. Let's go videos. Oh, here she is.
She was on a reality show, Amy? Morning.
It says, I see your face. I just don't see a name anywhere. Good morning, Kelly Laughlin. Yeah, I don't see it. DB douchebag. Yes. It does say Cankles McTato is in his. No, it's not. That's not it. Damn it. Okay. I don't know. She does look like an actor. I dig her though. I would love to have her on the show. That'd be hilarious or wonderful.
Oh my God. I do enjoy her.
Yes. Let's see. I'm looking for her name.
And her co-host Paps? No, what'd she call her? Shoot, Pumps. She calls her Pump. Why'd I say Paps?
Pumps? Oh, I don't think I've even seen that at all. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check this out. I'd like to. Yeah, I've seen the lady. I know who she is. But yeah, I'd love to have her on the show. Cankles McTaco tits.
Such a good name.
It's poetic, and there's also about we can't forget the Epstein files. Always got to say that, just in case people are forgetting. Congress is pecking to come back into session. Remember, they ducked out because of the Epstein files. Yeah. I'm really hoping whoever's ready for them to come. I hope they're ready for them to come back on. Here it is, the Epstein files. You got away from it for a couple of months.
Yeah,
and now we're back.
They better.
Yeah,
they better sink their teeth onto it and don't let it go.
Absolutely. Everyone laughed at my truck mounted flamethrower. Who's laughing now? Nobody, John. Nobody.
Fuck John. The hell?
I know. You know how John is.
He's preparing for zombies?
Yeah. Yes, I think the answer to that is yes. Well, I thought John's in Texas. So he's already got zombies. He's among them already.
He's among them. Oh, gosh.
Let me see here. If it wasn't then, why would I say? Okay, just checking. No pagan Arabs wanted to kill all Muslims. That's why wars took place. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are, as I'm a Muslim. That's your name, by the way. I'm not declaring I'm a Muslim. That's somebody's name. Very clever. I'm just saying you're almost certainly misinformed about the history of your own religion. I don't even have to read what you're talking about, the history of something, and yeah. You should really look into it. I'm just saying, I don't want to go on about it, but Nostalgic of Aberoth says, those women are great, but I disagree with their wishes for Trump to die. I hope Trump sees prison before death. See?
I feel that.
Yeah, me too. I put out a video about that one time because I think I might have slipped and said something about, damn him, hopefully, waiting for that obituary. But really, I'd really want him to be arrested, tried, convicted,
do.
and imprisoned. And I want him to live a very long time. I want his children, who also deserve to be the same. Those who do, not all of them, not for the sake of just imprisoning them, but those who do, I want them to be arrested, tried, convicted, and to spend the rest of their life in prison.
I want that name to
Kushner?
be tainted. Yeah, I want that Trump name to be tainted. Anybody associated with him, just like Epstein, anybody associated with him, I want him to be an anathema to Hollywood, to politicians. That is what I wish. I want his name to go down in history as a stain on American society, on our history. That's what I wish.
You know, I can't believe that it wouldn't at this point, regardless of what happens at this point, you know, and shame on a third of our population, a quarter of the people, shame on them. You know, there was probably like 10 or 15% who were just bullied by the misinformation and fell for it by the misinformation. But there's a full quarter to a third that are really goose stepping, brown shirts, ready for Donald Trump to go full blown. Matter of fact, I think he made a Truth Social post saying something's coming and there's nothing they can do to stop it. And I want to see what that post was. Let me see if I can find that. Trump, Truth Social.
They're all sucking on his, well, if he's McTaco tits, they're all sucking on his teats.
Yes, his McTaco
That's what those
teats.
brown shirts are. Yeah, they're just sucking on the taco teat.
Yes. I don't know what the hell this is, like ads. Apparently, if I'm going to deal with Trump, why is he posting all this stuff? This man is not healthy. He's not well.
Bro, like he tweets and posts more than I do. Like I thought I was on social media too often. He's the goddamn president of the United States, and he's doing more social media posts than I do.
The opening of this tweet or whatever, this truth, more than $15 trillion will be invested in the USA. I think he means given to the rich. I don't think he's talking about us at all.
Yes.
And there's a MyPillow commercial on here.
Shut your frickin' mouth.
I wouldn't lie to you here in front of everybody. Peep this. I'm just kind of cruising the Truth Social because I don't know. I don't actually have an account anymore. I used to have an account. So I'm going about like there's this, what the hell's with the fruit? And then.
Jesus Christ. It's just all an ad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their life is just one big ad.
Tactical gear with the, and why would he? He's got billions of dollars. You'd think he wouldn't need to shame. Well, we see it as shameful. I don't figure they see it as shameful.
No.
Now of course he's going after judges. Lots of lies. I'm looking for the one where he just says it's a short one. Of course he texts so much. And look how many of those freaking
MyPillow.
Let's see. All right, 1998, 2498. He was doing these for like, I guess he changed. There were code prices. 1488 was the racist. Remember, he dropped them down to 1488 for the racist stuff. The cheapest Labor Day in years. This guy I don't even know if he knows he's lying.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Yeah, see, if you're super rich,
how do these people believe that consumer spending is up? Everybody I talk to, or if I see them on social media, they're saying they're not buying things.
Right. Oh, right. I mean, if you're under a certain income level, you're pooched. Oh, and it's just going to get worse. Now, we got to say not all of the things that Donald Trump did to the economy is happening now. Some of those tax breaks for the rich or tax implementations for the poor will happen over time. Some of them are due to happen just after the Democrats take office after 2026. They predicted the Democrats would take office, so they set all these taxes to go in to make the Democrats look bad, because that's how they roll. Let's see what else he has here. I'm really looking for that one, though. And somebody may have seen it and posted in the chat. I don't know if they did or not. But let me keep is this a commercial? Oh, it is a commercial. That's what it is. Son of a bitch. I thought it was something Donald Trump was posting. I was like, why does he keep posting that?
I'm better under Trump.
Are you better off under Trump?
It's not simply surviving, it's thriving, leading, and winning again.
Yes, you got to lap that up.
That's what my president says.
And then another, apparently his viewers have a big problem with skin tags.
What the frick is all that?
I don't know, right? It's peppers.
They're always selling a pill or a new way to eat and stop aging. Yeah, gold coins.
Have you bought gold? Society's going to collapse. Do you have your gold? Oh my God, Carrie Lake. Sorry for this jump scare, people. Sorry for the jump scare. I didn't know that was going to pop up there. Sorry. Jean Pirro. Oh my goodness, she's a nutbag too. Allegedly. I'm just Janine, if you're watching.
Yes, she is.
Let's see. I'm here for a purpose, but there's a lot of skin tags on this place. There really is. It just goes on. And fruit.
There's a lot of blood flow issues.
Yeah, no doubt.
People that use Truth Social.
Like, check your feet, people. Check your feet. Or better yet, you done checked your feet. Or you can't feel your feet anymore, so you give up. Shit. Yeah, I may not be able to find it. It may have been a couple of days ago.
If it was a couple of days ago, you'd have to scroll for days just to get to it because he Truth Social so often.
He does go on about himself. Let's see. I'm drafting his Nobel. He's drafting his own peace prize. Oh, this guy here. These people are just suck ups.
He brought Russia to the table for what? To get walked all over?
Yeah. To watch Donald Trump lick Vladimir Putin's boots.
To watch him meander down the goddamn red carpet.
Mm-hmm. Behind Putin. to watch Donald Trump literally roll out the red carpet, have Marines roll out the red carpet for Vladimir Putin, and none of the other world leaders who showed up that week. That's what does that say?
Who are you catering to? Who are you trying to impress?
Yes. Have you guys gone to My Pillow yet and got your My Pillow?
Do you guys sleep on a My Pillow? Does it smell funny?
It probably does. Did when it got here. Now he's spreading lies about California, right? I mean, they do that. They create the crisis and then there's a lot of skin tags.
Did you see the response Mike Johnson not necessarily responded, but he was asked on air, I believe it was on Fox News, or one of those simp agencies, about Gavin Newsom's response to the amount of crime in his I don't know, was it Oklahoma or what? I forget. I apologize, you guys. But their crime rate is, I don't know, 3 times something that of California, way higher. And Mike Johnson didn't even answer or respond. He was just like, he's so good at avoiding to answer the question. Like, bro, didn't you just do that same thing?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Here's Donald Trump committing one day ago he's going after voters. He's trying to make it as hard for as many people to vote as possible. Yep.
What?
Voter ID must be a part of every single vote, no exceptions. I will be doing an executive order to that end. I'm sure people will challenge it. No mail-in voting except for those that are very ill and the faraway military. Use paper ballots only. That's probably the only thing I could agree with.
Then how about this? How about make it a federal holiday? Everybody gets off. Provide free transportation for everybody to get to their local voting places.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it. Problem solved.
Yes, I don't think that's going to happen. I'd like for it to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. Let me see here. Odd that he's going to blame Pritzker and the left wing for that, but it's usually like a right wing person, almost always a right wing person that does those things.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever there's a shooting that happens in a right wing state, is he going to do the same thing to that governor? Is he going to talk about how things are getting out of hand and he needs to send in the National Guard? I kind of doubt it. Really, I kind of doubt it.
He's desperate.
Yeah, he really is. Like, I just don't guess I'm going to find what I'm looking for. As fun as this has been going over his horrific.
Combing over his posts.
Yeah, I mean, carjacking is down 87%. You know, this guy. Yeah. These people are destroying our country. I'm going to do this thing real quick. What do we want to see, guys? What should we watch? Should we watch the new one? Anybody out there have a choice? I guess the first, let's see, we've got the Bark Bank and we've got the postmortem baptismal kits. Those are our two newest videos. What would you like to see for our break? Anyway, let me know here in the thing. I'm going to continue scrolling down here and let's see what we've got. Somewhere he said something. Of course, you never know. Why would they do that? And he's going after the judges. We already knew that, just like Adolf Hitler did, by the way. Yeah.
Yep. Taking a page out of the old playbook.
Yep. This guy really is. I mean, he's
just a pathological liar.
Yeah, Republicans ban mail-in voting. You know what? They can do that, and I'm going to go my ass down and I'm going to vote. I mean, and then they're going to make the lines as long as they can, right? And then they're going to make it where people can't bring you water. They'll make it to where you can't sit down in the line.
I mean, it's unfair considering how many people travel abroad and they won't even be home technically to vote, but they still live here and pay taxes here and have every right to participate in this government.
Yep.
I mean, and it's not just that. I mean, there's many people it will affect, not only them. There's so many situations I probably haven't even considered.
True. All right. Well, we've got somebody out there wanting the Pharaoh's curse. Going to heaven and hell commercial. Oh, okay. That's the Holy Halos. Let's do the Holy Halos. We'll be back. No, wait. I got to get my shit together. That's the postmortem.
Get your ish together, buddy.
Yes, we'll be back.
Do you have a loved one who's on their deathbed, but they've yet to give themselves up to the Lord?
Are you sure you don't want to come to Jesus?
No.
This is your final chance.
No.
Worried they're headed to the fiery pits of hell.
Your very last chance.
No. I've been wicked and sinful. I deserve to burn in the hot place.
As you wish. Farewell, my heathen husband.
Farewell, my...
Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of post-mortem baptismal kits. No more worries about being miserable alone forever. Be a good Christian and share that eternal pain and suffering with the ones you love.
I'm in hell. Not as hot as I thought it'd be. Kind of feels like Houston, minus the humidity. Hello. My favorite drink crafted to perfection. Ooh, and some dank ass weed.
I can't bear to be down on my face chanting, holy, holy, holy is the Lord, every day, all day, for all eternity, by myself.
Wow, is that George Carlin? And Alan Turing, look at that. Carl say, oh, I am so honored. You've been my hero since I was a kid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing here? Oh, I get it. I get it. Schrodinger's heathen. Very cute, you. Very cute. That's fantastic. Oh, what is that? What is... It's holy water. Oh, it burns. No, this isn't where I want to be. Pabst Blue Ribbon and a Marlboro? No!
Father Flanagan's post-mortem baptismal kit. Dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved.
Is that the Pope and John Paul? Jim Jones and Jimmy Swaggart, huh? I can see that coming. Neil deGrasse, what are you doing? Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Thanks, Father Flanagan.
Damn them to an eternity in heaven for only $59.99. They wouldn't appreciate it, but you'll feel better, and that's the point, isn't it? Get yours now. Your heathen loved one's time is running out.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. This is some bullshit. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. All right, and we are back. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. The Muslim individual in the chat wants to think that atheists believe in magic. That has nothing to do with atheism. And see, when you say things like that, remember earlier whenever I said, like, you don't know what you're talking about? You demonstrate that very often in the chat. Atheism has nothing to do with magic. It has to do with not believing in the God that you've presented to us, whoever's God. It has to do with that. Now, I did see you went on to once again explain your ignorance and say that atheists believe that life came from non-life, life molecules came from non-life, and that's some kind of miracle and magic. And it's not a miracle, it's not magic, it's actually science. It's pretty easy to believe, super easy, barely an inconvenience. It's so much more easy to believe that in a puddle of chemical goo fired off by maybe like some lightning or just some static electricity in the air, that one thing could have happened. Chemicals change all the time. It's so much easier to believe that than it is to believe that Muhammad split the moon in half with no evidence. Or that the creator of the universe is this God creature that it actually created all of us, that something that we can't even see or prove exists, somehow that thing creating us makes more sense than the scientifically observed molecules. I mean, we've kind of pretty much seen almost all of abiogenesis in the lab, I think, at this point. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I go off?
I like that answer.
Yeah,
chemical reactions.
Chemical reactions. Yeah, from one thing to another. There's nothing special about that. We see it as special because we're life. So we're going to go, oh, yeah, that's life. If we were helium-3, would we think it were, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like we only see the change from life, non-life molecules to life molecules because we see it as special. But it happens all the time that one type of molecule switches from another to another. I mean, that's what the whole molecule game is all about. You know, if you're not a pure element, you're a molecule, you know, or a conglomeration of molecules. So the Gadfly, good morning, the Gadfly says the same argument from apologists, God of the gaps, and then non-seculars to a particular religion. Yeah, you know, same thing, God of the gaps. Yeah, until science proves that wrong, you know. But Ember, imagine literally believing in magic and accusing others of being silly magic believers. You know, I don't have to imagine it. I can see people do it all the time in my chat. You know, isn't this crazy? Muslim individual says, but to me, it seems impossible. I challenge any scientist to produce life from non-living molecules of gases. Now, surely you haven't just narrowed it down to gases, right? Let's just stop. Non-living molecules to live in. Go look at the science, man. Go look it up on the internet. Do it yourself. It's there. You have the power of Grayskull. Go do it.
You got the power.
You'll find so much more research and evidence to prove that than you will to prove your God.
Yeah. That's, I mean, again, even though I'm not someone who's very well apt at science, to me, that seems far more plausible, like evolution, than trying to prove that there's a God and that God is the one from the Bible and it's the only God.
Yes, and it's pissed off about whatever you do with your penis or vagina or whatever.
It's like there's a lot of caveats for that very specific God.
There really are. Let me see here. Gases. Yeah, I was wondering what the gases had to do. We produced. Yeah, I really think you should look into that, though. That's very. And there's lots of different examples of that throughout history. Meninder, man. Good morning, Meninder. Meninder. I'm probably saying that wrong. Good morning, Meninder. I'm probably putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Good morning. Says, and agnostic atheism is a redundant position rejected by academia. It's not. You don't know what you're talking about. They're not even the same thing. They're two different things. They can be together, but they're two different things. One of them means I'm not sure. I cannot say I'm certain there is no God. The other says you haven't convinced me. It's kind of different. They're different.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like I fit into both.
Agnostic. Yeah. I can't actually prove there's not a God. I can't. But I really seriously doubt it.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem. To me, it just seems unlikely. Again, if one popped in front of me and showed me some shit, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But doesn't mean you're the only. Doesn't mean you're the creator. Doesn't mean any of that.
Right. There's a lot of rabbit trails to go down. They've got a long ways to go to prove those things. Yes, nostalgic Aberoff. Yes, you are correct. I'm a Muslim is a troll. I don't normally use the term troll very much on this channel, but I mean, you're not listening. I'm a Muslim guy. You're not listening at all. You have no idea. You don't care. Are you even reading the responses? You're probably just giddy that we're talking to you, and we probably should stop. Because it's not doing you any good, and it's not doing me any good. Paddington Soul, good morning. Says UK police don't carry arms. YouTuber has footage. It is a terrible idea. Not related. Super unrelated though. Very unrelated. Very unrelated. UK. Now I just want to mention that the UK police do actually have armed patrols. They do actually have armed.
They do have special
police.
Units.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They can call in armed police when they need them. And not every jackass cop out there has a gun. True. But yeah, not all of them really need them from what we've seen. Carrie Ann Chrysler, good morning. I think they're seeing atheists say that they are Muslim in responding. Yeah, I'm not sure what they think sometimes. Sometimes they don't. I don't get it. Sometimes I think they're just openly lying. Man says, to validate a belief, one need appropriate knowledge. If one claims agnostic, they shouldn't continue with another claim about being an atheist. You're not listening. They're not the same. They are not the same. Go look it up yourself. You're using big words like you know how to use them. So go look it up yourself. Go look up a video specifically that says atheist versus agnostic and find out for yourself and come back here and tell me how you've been exposed to knowledge and how you're a better person for it, rather than continuing to say the same ignorant shit over and over again in my chat.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
You're not using the definition appropriately.
Yeah. I'm just saying, see how I get? I don't have a lot of patience. I'm all high and mighty, I'm better than everybody else. But as soon as I get like even cross with these people at all, I'm down in the mud slinging. I should be a better person.
Yeah. So agnostic is without gnosis, correct? And atheism is without theism. Is that not the literal what it translates? I was just reading Rainbow Ash.
Yeah, absolutely. So gnosis, agnostic means I don't know.
Yeah.
I cannot say for certain. I do not have the knowledge to say there is no God. I'm agnostic. I can't say there is not. I cannot say there is not. I'm agnostic. I don't have that knowledge. I'm atheist though, because I don't believe in the God that they've presented me, in this God of hate, this creature from the Old Testament that just likes to burn people. I don't believe in that. That's you haven't convinced me. They're just not the same. Pascal's wager. Pascal's wager is kind of funny too. Elohim Sheen. Good morning. There is one living God, and the other gods are dead. I know. But Joe Pesci is okay. He's alive and well. Thank you for your concern.
What about Cthulhu? I thought, wait, hold up.
Cthulhu. Oh, wait. There's Cthulhu. Oh, wait, son of a bitch. Now you must be obligated to kill me since I crossed your God. You know how that is. Less so in history, Elohim. You know, that's interesting though. I hope you were being funny. Yeah, thank you, Sapphic Hazard. Mom Poppy, Pascal's wager is a weak sauce. It is. It's do better. Do better. Yusuf Nava, God is real. We boot spammers. So don't be spamming my chat, dude, or you just won't be here very long. You know, if you want to chill and enjoy my peeps, carry on. Carry on.
Which God is real?
I'm going to run our latest Bark Bank thing for those people who haven't seen it, because we watched the other one earlier. I think we watched the other one earlier, and we'll be back in just a minute, and we'll see if what's his face is even here. We'll be back in just a minute. Enjoy, my friends.
Next up in the Bark Bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle, and maybe a few unholy loopholes.
Hi, Barks. Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable. But every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in.
Let you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck,
if you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt. No more awkward I'm saving myself for marriage speeches. With Holy Halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be, but soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and a cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father. We're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle. 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% worse for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second. Our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the Fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, your Pope.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, your hiney. Would there be anything else?
You may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes, conservative, medium, and liberal.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, Al Trucker. Al had to leave. Here's the deal. People, there's theists in the chat going, prove God doesn't exist. That's not how it works, man. You're the one making the claim that there is a God. You have to prove it's real. Prove it's real. Now, it's not the same as proving Spider-Man is real. We actually can go find evidence if we have photographs of Spider-Man. We do. We got videos of Spider-Man leaping from building to building. We literally have that. We have none of that of God. God doesn't show up. He claims to be all powerful, but is completely powerless to do anything. You can't prove it at all. You're the one who should prove things. We don't believe it until you do. And that's how atheism works. We don't believe until, right? That's it.
Why does an all-powerful being need humans to prove something for him?
Right. Why can't it? Why can't it do it for himself?
Yeah. Doesn't sound like it's as powerful as they claim.
Right. And so man says, then are you a strong atheist or a weak atheist or agnostic atheist? I am a strong agnostic atheist. It's like you're not even paying attention. Anyway, some people. Yeah. You know, it's interesting though. There are fewer, if you will, denominations of atheists. Strong atheist, weak atheist, that sort of thing. And agnostic is not a strong weak. I don't think that's a strong weak thing. Atheist is strong. There are fewer denominations of atheism than there certainly are of Christianity. Certainly, then it must be true, right? I mean, we all believe technically the same thing. It's just a matter of how strongly we believe the same thing. Not any deviation on that same thing, just a matter of how strongly. There's no hypocrisy amongst us. So maybe it's the truth. It's sort of like mathematics. When it's right, you know it's right because there's no, yeah. That's just my kind of thinking. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. You can't prove love, consciousness. I know, man, these are bad arguments, though. You're trying to make a claim about this huge overall creature that doesn't exist. You're leaning on that absence of evidence like a crutch because that's the only thing you think can save you, but it can't save you. You've just heard some other jackass say that. What's that guy's name? Jordan Peterson? Yeah, so... Jordan Peterson. Absence of evidence is, in fact, could be evidence of, I mean, it could be technically. Atheism. Kelly's going to go on. I knew Kelly was in the chat. I knew he was going to get you with atheism. You might read it slowly because I don't think you're going to understand it. Maybe if you have an adult in the room, you can have them read it for you slowly. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do enjoy the atheist. It's just new to me. I only heard of it like maybe a year ago, so I haven't truly digested it.
Right. Polaris asks, how do you know math is right? It's testable. It's right everywhere. Matter of fact, if you know mathematics and it's all destroyed and you pick it up again somewhere else, it's the same. That's how reliably the same it is. If mathematics weren't reliable to the T, you wouldn't be able to see me right now. That's how reliable it is. Absolutely reliable mathematics. But your God is not the same way. And we can prove this. Why don't you turn off your computer and see if you can still see me? Pray as hard as you want and see if your God can get you to where you can see me.
Well, God is in the math.
No. That doesn't work. See, that so doesn't work. They probably want to take that though, huh?
No, but you don't understand, Chris. His name is in the DNA.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a YHWH in our.
You're talking about the ATG.
I don't remember how the argument goes, but it's something like that.
Yeah. They really try to shove it in there. Do you understand, says Polaris, you are giving truth value to something you cannot see. What about you? How are you doing with that truth value of things you cannot see? How's that working for you? I'm the one who's actually denying something I can't see. You have to prove it to me. You're the one claiming there's something we can't see, yet you can't prove it. See how that works? You write like a smart person, though. So maybe if you stop trying to be an apologist, you might be on our side and you might actually do some good rather than spreading this crazy hate faith that you spread. Absence of God leads to dictatorship. That's ignorant too, Paddington. God is literally a dictatorship. It's a fascist, authoritarian dictatorship. There's only one rule. There's no democracy in heaven. How ignorant could you be to think? As a matter of fact, American democracy is actually quite contrary to Christian, to theism, because it is a democracy. There's one God. Yeah, it was. There was.
No, it still is. But if Trump and his Christian cohorts, his regime has their way, it will be a dictatorship.
Yeah, I don't understand what you mean by you can't prove math is right. I don't understand. I can sit here and I can, well, I mean, I could sit here and I could say my monitor is this wide. I could measure it, and this monitor too, and I could add those two together, and I could say I'm sending you these two monitors, and you would know exactly the hole you would need to cut them in, and the math would work. You could add that math up, and it would work. That's how you're saying math doesn't work and how it's not provable. I mean, I'm done with you. You're just that ignorant. That's how ignorant you are. You're not coming. You're beyond saving. Whenever you come to logic or something, let us know. I'm going to read our super chats. We don't have a lot. That's good for time, bad for money. Sorry. Muttley Von Erich, $2 says, "Oh wow, this is fucking epic for our thing." Thank you for enjoying our new commercials, our new spots, our new parodies. We very much appreciate you guys. You are all wonderful. I hope you have a good day. I'm gonna go work on my computer and do stuff. Take the evil one to breakfast.
Yum.
I know. I'm excited about that.
Get some panglocks.
Yeah. All right, guys. You have a wonderful day. Thank you all. Send safely, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the gold